WordPress isn't catching the edit checks like it should be. So I think the fastest and easiest thing to do is just remove the bridge, and then we just have it all directly right off of a sign up dialog right off of the Ortelius menu.
Okay, other than that, which we kind of knew that there was any issues, if there's any usability issues that we should know about, I suggest everybody just open a ticket if you find something that, like the problem with the container, that's a good catch. So just open up a ticket, or send Steve something in Discord so we can start having a discussion around it. Because I still feel like that there still should, I'm sure that there are other usability issues we're not hearing about yet.
And then there's some other ideas that we'll bring up at the architecture and marketplace meeting, I think later this week, where we can, Sasha, I looked at that one link that you sent from that other company that was like sucking in everything in AWS and like mapping it out. And it gave me an idea where we could be provided basically a Kubernetes credential, and then we go in with Kubernetes, and with that credential like, up against Kubernetes or AWS, and start poking around and reverse engineering stuff to jumpstart people. So I thought that was an interesting idea. I don't know how many people would be open to us having full access to their AWS environment, or or Kubernetes. So that's one of the things that we need to do some more research on. But we'll talk about that in detail on the architecture meeting later in the week.
I'm just taking notes. I did hit the record button a little late, but and there was who brought up the issue with the container?
I want to say it was Neil, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Where's the board meeting link? Sorry, Tracy, for tomorrow's one.
Should be in, let me see if I can find it and I'll send it. I'll just put it in the chat right now. So tomorrow it is at, it should be 8:30 India, 8 o'clock in the morning East Pacific. And let me see, here's the bridge right here.
Can you copy paste in the document itself?
Okay, the great idea. I will do that.
Did you get it, Tracy?
Yeah.
Other things from the outreach side, Hacktoberfest is moving along. It's gonna be wrapping up here, I believe, at the end of the week. Everybody that pretty much wanted to get involved has gotten their 4 PRs. The only one I'm not sure about is Karam, if he is interested or where he is, because he jumped in late, but I think we can get him caught up on that. So, and it looks like everything's getting reviewed by the DigitalOcean. I know over the weekend, I got approved for my 4 PRs. Sasha, you got it approved, right, for yours? I think you said you got approved for your 4 PR.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I managed to get 5, which was cool.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for the help.
Yep. And Aisha, I think you're going to be all set. I know you're on the countdown clock to get things reviewed, but I think everything should be fine on that front. One of the things I did see that they are doing, I got an email that you can, I have gotten into the details, but you can choose to take a t-shirt and then donate a tree. So if you want to do both, I'm not sure on the details, but I'm guessing that, they'll ask for a small donation to plant a tree and get a t-shirt at the same time. So that's an option I saw come through. So if you want to do both, that's going to be available from DigitalOcean.
Okay, so what we really have to get in this next 15 minutes is, Steve, would you go ahead and share the top of the document where it says mission and value statements?
Yeah, which one do you want me to start with?
So I want to go ahead and start with the mission statements. I have one bolded that I have as a favorite. Is there any changes or any comments on this, or should we go with this? Because I want to update the, I'm going to get the GitHub page updated with this new information before tomorrow.
No, I read that one. I thought that was a good one, the one that you have highlighted.
So then the question is, what we should, was there a comment?
No, I just clicked.
Okay. The other thing we have to do is these value statements. The value statements, we should have 4 primary value statements, and I created 8. So I think what we need to do is come on this call, kind of decide which are the value statements that we want to use as ours on the, and we can change these, it's, so the top 4 was, we want members to learn and understand solutions around microservices use and their challenges. We want our members to develop their careers with skills and gain community recognition for their work and expertise. We want our members to have the opportunity to share and reuse open source microservices to further the adoption of a cloud native development. And the final one was we want members to be able to develop software that meets their demands and make it easy to contribute. Now there's other ones out there too. We want members to learn how to contribute to an open source community and become part of the broader conversation around the cloud native architecture, which I debated about. That ended up in 5th position. We want to bring together SREs, API developers, microservice developers, release engineers, QA engineers, management to solve the competitiveness and complexities of a microservice continuous delivery pipeline, which I thought was long and I didn't like it. We want to build a diverse community where women and minorities feel both welcome and make a name for themselves in an open source community. I took that one out only because in our mission statement, I created we say we want a supportive and diverse community. And then we want our community members to learn through a diverse contributor base. We therefore encourage contributors who are working in different organizations around microservices to come and contribute. So I feel like the first 4 were the most concise, and that's where I left it. Now we could go ahead and do 5. I don't think anybody cares that much, but anybody's thoughts, or maybe there's some others other reasons, and these are just values to what we want, how we want to create the open source community, and what value we want to bring to our open source members. It really hasn't, I've added stuff in there about microservices and making it easy to use cloud native, which I know is our primary goal. But what do we want to make? What kind of benefits do we want to make sure we're focused on for growing the community and make it a benefit to our members?
I think point number 4, the value overlaps with what has been stated in 1 and 2 in some way. That is point 1 observation. Second is about the diversity. Let's make that as a value statement. I'm not sure, your thought of not making it, but if we keep a diversity, may not, including women's or minorities, it would add more substance to the value part. Again, my thought, open for suggestions or discussions.
And for me, I liked, it's now number 6. We want members to learn how to contribute to an open source community. I think that is a good value statement, because I know a lot of people are nervous or unsure about how to get involved. And I think we could be a good gateway for people to learn that how to get involved in an open source community.
Cool.
No, those are
'Cause
cool, man. No.
Because
So those top 5 then do those work then? Oh, could we consolidate maybe something on the top?
I'm sure we could do a little bit of wordsmithing, consolidate, like, maybe 4 and 1. There's ways we can consolidate. I think having 5 is going to be fine.
Okay. Well, I will leave this out here. What I'll do, if I'll try to get a chance to just update the page with these 5. And then what I'll also do is with these 5 is I'll just let them bake out here for a while. But we will, I have that class I'm taking with John O'Bacon on people powered, and I'll send those to some of the people that are on that and get feedback from them as well. But I think those top 5 are great.
I'm just going to bold those.
And I don't remember who suggested I wish we had, I would have to go back through my recordings to see who suggested that we have clear value statements and a mission statement, and whoever it was, kudos, because it's been a really good exercise.
I think it was Nitu.
Somebody gave me that suggestion some time ago, and just takes a while to write this stuff. It's weird. It's not easy.
Divya, was it you that suggested that?
No, it was not me. I think it was either Neetu or Parijat, one of them. I did not suggest this. I wish I could take credit.
Yeah, me too. I wish I'd had that idea. Somebody said it, and I was like, oh, yeah, that does make sense.
It's open source. We all take credit.
Exactly. Okay, in the last 9 minutes, is there any other compelling things that we should chat about? Anybody has anything to add? Did we get everything off our list?
I think let's go back down to the last month. There was some stuff around the Jenkins website, modeling after Jenkins. There was going to be a meeting scheduled with Marky. When is that going to be? Is that this week or next week?
Around the website?
I believe it was Neetu, Parijat, and
Alok was
else.
supposed to be there. Alok Tanna.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
So we have not had a meeting with Marky about that. We have been having meetings with Marky with Parijat and Neetu. I think we should, once my head gets out of trying to get us into the CDF, we definitely should start having meetings just on the website. But our last general meeting, there were a couple of folks who have admin access to our existing website. We're going to do some work there. And we're going to look at what format our website should be in. I keep pushing to create a markdown version of the website so that we can have everybody contribute, and it can be part of the, it just makes it easier for everybody to contribute. Nobody has to have access and just create pull requests for it. So that is being worked on.
Yeah, it was interesting. When I was looking at I think it was a CDF website, they were actually, their calendaring system was based off of pull requests as well. So they built a bot on the back end to do a pull request against a certain repo, and then it would add events to the calendar.
That's cool. Well, we have a calendar now. I put a calendar out there, everybody.
Oh, did you put the meeting for tomorrow on that calendar?
Oh, that's a good question. No, I probably didn't. Let me go add that.
Did,
So I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. So for that Jenkins website, I actually spoke to Marky offline. Just to check if there's anything that is that was a tool that I knew of. So he had posted the link of how they are managing the website and the GitHub repo and what tool they are using. So I conveyed that to Alok and I thought he'd be joining here, but I'm not sure if he's, if it's the daylight savings or whatever, on account of which he's not joined today. So yeah, so that bit I managed to do. I just went around and asked Marky about it. Did not have a formal meeting, just asked him on Discord and tried to understand if it's a tool that I'm familiar with. He said that it was one, let me just get you the name. It there is a GitHub repository for this that I should paste on our chat.
Yeah, or if you could paste it right into the doc. I don't know if you have the doc open.
You know, the other thing I could do is I could reach out to Oleg. I know Marky's pretty busy right now, and that's why he's not attending these calls. But I can reach out to Oleg and see who is the primary, who's maintaining that, the Jenkins website, and maybe we can have them do a presentation, like a 15-minute walkthrough during this call. Let me see if I can make that happen.
Right, that sounds better actually, rather than me posting it and then not having any clue about what
Exactly.
the documentation is and then going around and struggling with it. Yeah, that sounds like a
Okay.
better plan.
Let me reach out to Oleg and see if he's willing to do that, or maybe there's somebody else who's really working on the website that can walk through exactly how we did it.
I spell Oleg, is it too?
O-L-E-G.
What was it?
O-L-E-G. Yeah, because our website needs a lot. It needs so much work. There's some cleanup's been done to it, which is great, but it never was something that was. I think I spent less than an hour setting it up. It was so it's like put it up in WordPress, put some graphics back there. And that was it. Put the link to the GitHub site.
And Priyajat was going to work on like getting started tutorials.
Yeah, that will be really helpful. And Neetu's working on personas, and she's I know she's gotten started on it.
Yeah, I saw some things. So with Neetu's personas, I believe there's an issue out there that we need to comment on. So look for that, and I believe it's going to be in the.
I commented on something. I've been having a discussion with her on it.
Okay.
Because she asked me what persona she should start with, and I wrote back.
And Sasha, Priyajat may reach out to you because if she hasn't already, around that cheat sheet that I put together around the doing a pull request.
Oh, yes.
Because that's what we kind of talked about as far as a good starting point was a couple 5-minute, if that long, little sections on how to do a pull request and break that whole thing down into smaller pieces.
Yeah, I must say, to be honest, I need to go and look at that thing. I'm on leave this week, so I've got some time. I'll go and do that.
Well, enjoy your time off.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
I love flying in between jobs. You don't have the responsibility of either, right? It's great.
I was technically unemployed for a few hours. And I also need to do that Helm chart for my API still. Yeah, I'll get on that too.
Yeah, we made Aisha made some changes to that. We pulled out Waitress and replaced it with a different one because Waitress was having some issues with CVEs in it. I'll touch base with you later on that.
Let me know if I can help out Neetu or Parijat in any sense. Not exactly in maybe executions, but maybe ideas or collecting thoughts around what they're doing. I can definitely pitch in.
Okay. I should add you to the Markey meeting. Let me see. Where am I going? I'm trying to do too many things now. Okay, I'm not trying to move a video.
Okay, anything else what Tracy tries to figure out how to cut and paste?
I'm just going to I'm just going to add your email to the calendar invite.
It's weird when you get just on your laptop and you don't have a mouse anymore and you try to figure out.
I know. So I'm just like, why can't I do this?
Is that the touchpad? The touchpad?
Yes.
I hate that thing. No.
I know.
You know?
Challenge.
And I can't remember what day we do that. In fact, we normally would do it.
I'm handicapped on that thing.
I am too.
Exactly.
That next meeting for that would be the week after the 3rd. Why doesn't this scroll? November 10th. And I will, here we go. And that might be a meeting I might have to change the time because I can't see anything either. What the heck? Why are you?
I know you go from a 40-inch screen to 12 inches.
Yes. Anyways, I'll get your name added there. I should have your email should pop right up. I don't understand why it's not.
All right. Anything else from anybody?
Nope.
All right.
Okay. Thank you all. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Everybody.
Let's all keep our fingers
Thanks,
crossed.
guys.
Okay.
Some.
Right. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.